with this camera fixed. Hi, folks. It's Jody with Strength and Wisdom Tarot, live. At least I kind of feel alive. Pardon me as I mess this. Oh, man. Wow. Come on, Jones. Get it together. Okay. I guess that's all right. Hope everyone's having a fantastic week so far. And I think this week I'm going to use the Spellcasters and the Ciro Machete. We'll leave Ciro for the Zodiac Signs and Spellcasters as the random reading. And of course, you know I still have to mess with this. Because that's what I do. All right. We'll leave it alone. Wait for some peeps to get in here. And do what I do. Should we have the usual suspects this week? Annie, Baby Country Rebel, Queen of Pentacles, Stacy. We shall see. I'm going to get these in a good shuffle. What do we got? I really need to wear my specs. Oh, look at that. I can see. Kind of. Two of Cups. So these two look like they're totally engulfed with each other. Schmitten, so to speak. It's the I get you card. Somebody can finish your sentences. They know what you're thinking, feeling. It's a close bond. And that could be, doesn't have to be romantic. That could be, a friendship, partnership, where two people have to have the utmost admiration for each other. But we'll see. It feels weird. Trying to shuffle with a broken finger, with a crooked finger now. I am going to make myself to the hospital very soon and get knocked out and have them fix it the way it's supposed to be. I'm tired of it. You know what? I can bend, but I can't bend this one. So when you go to unlock a door or grab something, it's like always banging it. Always in the way. All right. This is for the random read. Why do I think there's some confusion in the situation? 6 of Swords. Leaving a situation behind and potentially going to a new one. Sometimes it does mean moving, relocating. But swords are of thought. And this could be, you could be physically somewhere, but like mentally checked out. You know what I mean? This could be daydreaming. Norma Joe! Hey, hey, hey! I've been able to join. My life was hitting hard. Oh, his life was hitting you hard. Yeah, tell me about it. I'm not one to be swept up in a whirlwind and stuff. And hey, Stacey. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand. Tauruses don't like sudden change. Like to see it coming. Plan for it. Ain't no planning lately. Jeez. It's like, booyah, there it is. Howdy. Yeah, so I don't know why I'm picking up something doesn't seem clear. Something might be out of focus. Now you get the Page of Swords, but in the reverse. So here's a messenger of, speaking, delivering a message, communication, could be spying. In reverse, it's like someone gets all the way up to the person to deliver that message, and they're like, no. I think I'll hold on to it for a bit. Somebody could not be telling the truth. Could be a child. Huh. In the reverse. Somebody's not delivering this message, this communication, or holding back communication. Yeah, they are. So my mom just moved back to Massachusetts. She lived in Oregon for, I don't know, eons, it seems like. And my mom's birthday is the 16th this year. So my mom turns 80. A big one. So we're supposed to be doing some sort of surprise birthday party for her. But literally yesterday, they just brought my mom back and trying to get acclimated and all that good stuff. So we'll see what happens. I don't even have any plans for my birthday this year. It's on a Wednesday. Yeah. Got to go live on my birthday. Not unless I got any plans going. These are in reverse too. The one person you don't want to see in the reverse. The King of Swords. Narcissist. The one that tells half-truths, because he's not lying to you if it's half-true. This is a control freak. Someone who always has to have the last word. He's always right. And that's going to be followed with the Two of Swords. Someone turning a blind eye. I will. I'll wish her happy birthday. Yours is on Easter, the 20th? I thought it was so weird this year that my mother and I are exactly a week apart. And in between the week of her and I being apart, that it's Easter. That's cray-cray. Any big plans for your birthday? Just think, all those chocolate bunnies and eggs you're going to get as a bonus. The birthday cake. Let's see. 7 of Wands just came out. Somebody's defending themselves. Or they're keeping, people at bay. Keeping them out of their business. Mind space. 420. Got a minute? You lucky. Not only is it your birthday, but, it's a well-celebrated day. Time to slow down a little bit, if you know what I mean. Way down. Strength card coming out. This is the guts to persevere through anything. But not the edibles one. Let me tell you something. I just made dessert for the tavern because we had none, like 0. And the owner just came back from Florida. He was out there on a 10-day stint. I made a chocolate torte with double raspberry compote on top of it. And I'm telling you, it was phenomenal. I impress myself sometimes. Oh, just to add in a little, variety. I did a blueberry bread pudding with Jack Daniel's sauce over it. And let me tell you, I might be in the wrong business. It was so good. I wonder if anyone's going to ask me what I want for my birthday. I mean, my kids, not you guys. I've had a gummy for, I don't know, 6-7 months now. I'm almost afraid to try it. Makes me silly. I tried to get my friend Missy to split it with me. I'm like, come on. I said the whole night will just be funny. Give you the recipe for it. It's kind of a little in depth. First thing, it takes a ton of eggs. The one I just made took 8 eggs. The one I made before this, the espresso one, drawing momentum. Hello. That one took a dozen eggs. We all know what the price of eggs are right now. What thing would I put in it? There was a whole bag of semi-sweet chocolate, and I bought the bars instead of like the chocolate chips because it melts better. Believe it or not. That 8 eggs, slightly beaten, a spring-loaded pan, like a cheesecake pan. Coffee. I mean, the first one I made was an espresso. You don't have to. I mean, I put a little bit of decaf coffee in this one. Coffee and chocolate meld good together. Yeah, definitely. Maybe I'll post it. It was just so good. It takes like an hour to bake. And that's not all the hard part. The hard part is you're going to leave it in the refrigerator for like 12 hours. So it will, it'll consolidate and, firm up. And it's just so good. It's just so good. Saved myself one more piece. Saved myself. It's not like I told anybody I had it. Why would I do that? Yeah. So yesterday, all day, off and on, snow. Driving home last night, I actually put my car in the all-wheel drive to get some traction because it was starting to stick to the road. I'm like, you're gonna be kidding me. El Succo. All right, let's get into Jax. I took Jax to the parrot prison today. I took him to the bird orphanage, also known as the pet store. So they just don't have homes. Laughed. There was a little conure in there, a green sheet conure. Little guy. And they're selling this huge cage and the little guy in the cage and all the toys and all that stuff for like $950. That's crazy. The bird, well, I know that Jax costs way more than that just for him. So Jax is looking at him, and he was so excited, this little conure, this green sheet, to see Jax, that the slats go down this way. He grabs onto a bar, and his little feet are going a mile a minute trying to get traction so he can stay there and look at him. Jax is like, you idiot. It was adorable. Absolutely adorable. He wanted to see Jax so bad. Jax likes the birds that are smaller than him. Parakeets, finches, and all that stuff, because he thinks that, they're his little minions. They're going to do what he wants them to do. You won't mess with something that's his size or, larger. He's like, no, not going there. He's so cute. Wow, I got the 5 of swords too. Lots of swords coming out. Thought and communication and truth, or the lack of truth. This guy's got 2 swords, 3 on the ground. I don't know if he won them or just in case he needs one, he knows where to find them, a backup method. But he's chasing off wolves. A pack of wolves. Very defensive energy. Not a lot of control in the way that somebody speaks to someone. Interesting. Really interesting. All right, let's do the random. Energy for today, the random. Oh, we're going to start with this guy. Yep, King of Swords in reverse. Narcissistic energy. The one that likes to send out flying monkeys. He's very skilled in the art of a mind screw. He knows how to get in your head, put these little subliminal messages in there, and then just gaslight you and make you think about it all day long. And that's done intentional. This is the liar. To be sharp with his words, with his tongue. Where is this going? Ah, it's the Hermit in reverse. Interesting. So in the upright, this is, isolation, seclusion. Hermit likes to be alone. Doesn't like anyone, putting their nose in his business or his decision making. Seeker of knowledge. He's a fact finder. Doesn't take it, somebody's word for it. He's gonna make sure that, what he's hearing is the truth. And then some. In the reverse, this is like coming out with what you know. And it to be true. Somebody might have stayed silent for a while. And now that somebody could be out of control, out of control. This could be the bully. That somebody might come out of isolation or seclusion or come out from being a hermit with news that is true and accurate. Interesting. A whistleblower, I want to say. Now, this person might have been intimidated by the King of Swords because he is intimidating. But something's changed here. He's not staying away. He's actually coming out of, the woodwork, so to speak, and be like, excuse me, that's not true. That's not true, and that's a liar. You're a liar. Now might be the time. Whoa. Yeah. There's the 8 of Wands, but in the reverse. So here's that self-imposed mind prison, right? Thinking about something over and over and not getting any resolution or solution to it. Sometimes it can be a physical incarceration. But blindfold off, baby. Somebody's not trapped by these thoughts. Somebody did their homework. Somebody did some investigating. And what stumped them before ain't stumping them now. They know the real deal. They know what's a lie and what's not. I feel like somebody might have retreated. Somebody might have been just, too much or in their mind space and they have to get away from them to, collect their marbles. Somebody did maybe a background check. But what got them stumped before they found the answer to it, I believe. Interesting. Yeah, because there's communication going back and forth. Reciprocated. I think somebody made some phone calls. Again, fact checking. If somebody said that they were here, they were there, they're making sure that they were here, they were there, or not. If somebody can't back up what they say with the truth and stuff, somebody went digging in there to get the truth themselves because this person's not going to offer it. This person wasn't going to be left in the dark. Ooh. Interesting. Wow. So there is communication about an injustice. Justice in reverse. Somebody did somebody dirty here. Maybe tried to cover it up. Couldn't come clean with it. Dancing around subject, maybe. Because under the King of Swords, you get the Hanged Man, but on its side. This is feeling stuck, not going forward or backwards. On its side, it's, you're supposed to see something from a different point of view. You know what I mean? Maybe through somebody else's eyes. But on its side, I still feel like somebody is feeling like they're not making progress or enough progress to get unstuck. Now, under the Hermit, you've got the King of Wands, but in reverse. Now in the upright, they're go-getters, they're movers, they're very passionate for what they do. They're never in one place too long. They always keep it in motion. Very creative energy. In the reverse, this is somebody who's arrogant, ignorant, sarcastic, says they're gonna, but never does. No action behind their words. Either these are two separate people up to something and somebody's finding out something doesn't make sense. Something doesn't make sense. Somebody can't walk away from this and get 2 8s on top of each other. You get the 8 of Wands, and now you have the 8 of Cups in reverse. This would be emotionally checking out of a situation, leaving it behind. You can physically still be somewhere, but it's not emotionally involved. In the reverse, someone's like, I'm not walking away from this until I know everything that I need to know, the truth. Could be that somebody gets, sarcasm back when they're looking for the truth, want answers. Somebody could be delaying somebody until they figure out what lie they're going to tell. Keeping somebody in limbo. I feel like they underestimated somebody and their abilities of sleuthing, so to speak. Because now you have the 7 of coins, and this came in the reverse too. And this is after the communication. This is the investment card. You give something your 100, you give it your all. Then when you step back from it, you go, is that worth doing? Would I do that again? Did I get out of it, what I put into it? The more somebody keeps talking to people and finding out things, the less involved or less invested they are in a friendship, partnership, relationship, however this goes. 8, 8, 8, and 7. 3 8s here. Somebody just when they took the blindfold off and really saw what this person's really doing, this person might have snowed them, lies, cover up. Again, they underestimated somebody because they're like, you know what, this just doesn't add up. This does not make sense to me. So they went digging. The injustice could be them doing something on the DL behind their back that makes this person look just as bad as them, not even knowing. Page of Pentacles under the injustice could be money. It's a messenger of the sea here. Taste, touch, prove things, valuable things. Love, respect, loyalty, honesty. Don't disregard those. Those are Pentacles too. Bottom of the deck, Emperor. Somebody thinks they're in total control of this. They're in control. They run this narrative. Rule the roost. Interesting. This could be a scam. These two, the King of Swords and the King of Wands, they think that they're untouchable. To the point where someone can be arrogant, like there's nothing you can do about it type thing. This one could be getting in their head, telling them lies, thinking that they believe it. This person did not believe it. They went off on their own and found out some stuff. And they're getting feedback too. When they're calling, inquiring about whatever, I feel like, someone's more than happy to tell them the real deal. And the more somebody hears, gets feedback, callbacks, the less they're invested in this. I don't think this person feels used. I think this person was smart enough to turn around and say, this is not going to go on any longer. I know there's something up here. Intuition, absolutely. Something is being taken or skimmed off the top, I feel. It's not a lot, It's probably why these people haven't gotten caught yet. You know, under the radar. Just the injustice. It could be somebody losing respect for somebody. The more they hear, about what everyone's got to say, the less they feel respect or anything for this person. But a lot of arrogance here. A lot of arrogance thinking that they'll never get caught. Can't catch me. I'm a gingerbread man. Somebody here was extremely smart. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. I want to say Pisces, maybe. They don't have to be these signs. I'm just saying somebody having a smart. It could be even an Aquarian, Virgo, per se. Somebody did some sneaking around, and somebody did some hunting. I think maybe somebody had a suspicion all along under the Emperor. Yeah. Oh, no, I was here. I was there. No, I wasn't doing anything shady. Really? I beg to differ. Because not everybody's on the same page. Not everyone sees eye to eye. Not everybody knows what lie to cover for somebody. Make no mistake. Somebody opened their mouth and they stayed quiet, kept it to themselves, didn't want to get involved. Guess what? They're involved now. I think somebody asked the right questions to the right scenario. And somebody let them know. Absolutely. Somebody here could have been amongst wolves in sheep's clothing. But I'm going to leave this right here. Ooh. Good for the person that's being a detective. Jax. Stop. You got a new toy today. He got his favorite food today. You got to see other birds today. He's psycho. He's just psycho. He's my bird. Okay. Away with you. Now, I should probably go get him, huh? He's been out with me all day today. Does that sound desperate? I know. Danny. Oh, well, thank you. You're awesome. Where are you from? Danny B? Oh, Danny B. I'd love to know where you're from. Anyway, welcome to the bullpen. Massachusetts? That's where I'm from. Shut the front door. Where in Mass? If you say you're from where I'm from, that's it. We have a lunch date coming. That's crazy. All my sisters. I have 3 sisters, and indeed. I have one in Cava. I have one in Plymouth. One in Easton. My mom used to live in Stoughton. I grew up in Quincy. Lived in Brockton for a little bit before coming up here 27 years ago. So I don't know if you all self-pause like me. So tell me, is it the same as when you left it? How interesting. Boston area. East Bridgewater? Ah. Do you remember the Maui restaurant? It was going into, oh, that was West Bridgewater, I think. Loved the place. It had this waterfall or this fountain in the middle of the dining room. Oh, yeah. It might even feel like not being in Mass at all. You know what I mean? Just being totally somewhere different. Yeah, Bruce. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you this though. Being up here for so long and stuff, you can't get good Chinese food up here. You got to go to Mass and get it. Holiday days. Oh, you don't really? If you were taking, I don't even know what the. It was like the main drag, like through Main Street in Brockton, and you would go out like towards the Chevy dealers and all that stuff, going towards Bridgewater, and the Maui was like right on the line. It's a beautiful place. I mean, it might not even be there anymore, but it was awesome. They used to do like a Nick's comedy stop there too. Last I heard. All right, let's get into these zodiac signs here. Kicking it off with Aries. What's going on with you this week? Aries. Oh, Aries. You're coming out of some sort of heartbreak or disappointment. You get the Three of Swords in the reverse. One of the cards I like to see in reverse because this is painful. So remember, this could be the energy you're putting out there, the energy coming towards you. Friendship, partnership, any kind of ship. This is healing. Something doesn't hurt as much anymore. Maybe, to talk about, or it could be to be somewhere. Aries. What's going on with Aries? Something just doesn't hurt that much anymore. Aries, that's a lot. So, definitely getting over something. Ooh, maybe an Empress. Now, here's the Queen of all queens here. She can take an idea. Sometimes it means pregnancy. But I'm not feeling that right here. I think maybe for some Aries, that something was disappointing and then you find out, you're having a baby. Not for everyone. But if somebody is healing from a relationship or a partnership or some sort, if you look at somebody like this, that's the utmost admiration for someone. Ah, yes. I have 8 grand chicks. Not to say they're not all girls, but I just call my little chicks, little peeps. So Aries, this could be the mother of a child, your child. This could be that great support unit, this great ride or die. She's got you, even when you're not there, she's got you. And that's a tough one to get over, Aries. If it's your energy putting out there that, there is some healing going on. Now, it could be that after something was heartbreaking, breaking disappointment, then maybe you do see someone like this now. Not a bad thing. This is admiration, respect, mutual respect. Because she's everything. She is everything. So if it took a little heartbreak to make anyone realize, what you had, it's funny. There's a 3 and a 3. So Aries, see, maybe it was too little too late. Doesn't matter. But that's a great person. Hopefully you get to, still have them in your life somehow, some way. 3, 2 girls and 1 boy, baby ducks. Jacks. I have, let's see, 1, 2, I have 3 girls. Jade, Aubrey, Sailor. Then I have Jameson, Messiah, Zaire. Why do I feel like I'm missing somebody? Jade, which is my son's girlfriend's son from a previous. Why am I missing something? Oh, how can I miss that? Scarlet, Cody's little girl that looks just like him. Just like him. Yeah, Zaire made, he's 5 months old. He's the youngest. I keep telling him, stop making people. Get my hands full. Taurus, what's going on this week? In the here and now. Sun, moon, rising. Ow. It's the Ace of Coins coming out. Here comes opportunity here, Taurus. Could be a new job, a new side hustle that brings in more money. Obtaining something valuable, love, respect, loyalty, honesty, or other things that you would deem valuable. All aces are the opportunity, whether you take it or not, Taurus. So here we are in this new cycle. Maybe it brings something new here. I don't feel like you've been waiting for it, Taurus. I just think something comes out of the blue. It's opportunity. Here's the other cards. Something brand new. Taurus. What's going on with the ace? Oh. How about staying on the table, Taurus? Oh. So, the best, aren't they? Yeah, they're okay. You get the 4 of Pentacles, Taurus, right next to the ace here. So in the upright, this could be, sometimes it's miserly, but it's like not voicing your opinion, not speaking your mind. In the reverse, times is, now's the time to say something. Taurus, you might have had this opportunity and not told anyone, just so it doesn't get ruined or messed with. And now you can talk about it. Taurus, maybe it's you giving somebody the Ace of Pentacles and giving them an opportunity, maybe to work for you or be a partner for some. But because opportunity is knocking, now's the time to say something. Whether you're recruiting, Taurus, you know what I mean? Or this is coming to you. Yeah, say yes. Don't say nothing at all. It's coming for you, Taurus. Open that door. Gemini, what's going on? In the here and now, sun, moon, rising, deacon, ascendant for Gemmies. Gemmies has, you are being standoffish. There is 7 of Wands. Now, this could be, you feel like you're on high ground. Back up what you say. You could also be keeping somebody out of your biz. You know what I mean? Out of your mind space. It's like, okay, this is as far as you go. I always thought that, your business is your business, and why would somebody want to get into business? I'll pry it out of you. Hey, Annie, how are you? Ah, okay. So, Gemini, you could be a little standoffish. this week in any ship or whatever. Either you're defending yourself or you're just keeping something at bay where, it goes no further. Because you have the 8 of Cups, the emotionally checking out of a situation here. Either 8 Cups on cutting it. So this person goes off and finds something that is fulfilling. Now, you can physically be in a place, but not be emotionally invested. I'm doing okay. Like the workplace. It's like, yeah, I'm not crazy about the job, but you know what? It pays the bills. So it could be a mentality like that, Gemini. And, you being the air signs, you're about the logic and stuff. Your emotions are in the back seat anyway. So you're not the type to be like, oh, what can I give you? Like drawings comfort for somebody on a regular basis. I mean, it's not logical. Gemini's emotions have left the building. I feel like it's standing your ground, Gemini. Whatever this is, it doesn't need your emotions. It needs your strength. It needs your intellect. So, to the back seat, emotions. Good luck with that, Gemini. Going on to Cancer. What's going on with Cancer? Huh. That's a nice card. Uh-oh. Okay, Cancer. So, again, moving away to calmer waters, leaving something behind. It could be a physical move. But you're mentally checking out of, a place. You still physically could be there. I always associate daydreaming with this card. But you're leaving something, hoping that it's going to be in a better situation. Stop stressing. 6 rods to the 9. In the reverse. I mean, geez. In the upright, this is agony, sleepless nights. Could be nightmares, anxiety, thinking about something over and over and over again and not getting any resolution to it. You're letting that go. Whatever this is, that now you could be physically moving or you could be mentally checking out of it and not giving it all your time and energy anymore. It's now not deterring you. It's now not interfering, in your life. Move away from it and forget it. Something does not have that much importance anymore. Good for you, Cancer. Good for you. Leo. What's the Lions doing? Well, Leo, you have the Hierophant. Now, this could be doing something conventional, doing something traditional, doing something by the books, textbook, like the way it's supposed to be done, by the rules. This is about having a moral standard that we don't bend or lower for anyone. If they can't reach our bar, they don't belong around there, Leo. I think you're sticking to your moral self here, Leo. Because the next one you have of that is the 9 of Wands. It's almost like whatever comes down the pike, I'm ready for it. I am not going to deter from how I feel, what I'm doing. I'm doing it right. So there might be a little distraction there, Leo. But I think you're ready for it. I think you see it coming down the pike. And you standing your ground and keeping it, real and keeping it on the up and up and doing it the way it's supposed to be done. I think you'll sail right through it. Because you're getting ready for it. Stick to your guns there, Leo. Listen to me, Virgo. Virgies. Sun, moon, rising, the season, destiny. What's going on, Virgo, this week? You might have thought about leaving somewhere, but you're not leaving somewhere. There, Virgo. Moving away to calmer waters or a physical move. Yeah, it was a fleeting thought. You're still in here. You're not leaving something. You're not, you're not abandoning something, I believe. I thought it, but I don't think you're going to do it there. Wow. I took an extra card here just on purpose because these two cards came out previously. So you're not leaving a situation, Pavai. You're mentally, invested. But emotionally, there's that 8 of Cups again. Emotionally, you might be checking out because, something might rub you the wrong way. Or it's a deal breaker because then you have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So here's the opportunity to make brand new, have a brand new love, make old love new. More self-love and respect for yourself, right? This is a hard no thank you. Look, you're giving me this great big goblet, but look, I got 8 that need to be filled, not just 1. Yeah. Logically, you're in it. Emotionally, you're like unavailable. No. Maybe next year. Maybe not at all. And that's okay. If it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. Not every opportunity is for everyone, all of us. Sometimes he's going to say, no. Libra. What's going on, Libs? Ooh. Libra. Someone might be confrontational with you. Always having to have the last word. Last say. You've got the 5 of Wands here. This is conflict. Like one-upping somebody, winning all cards. I mean, this guy's angry. These would be harsh words said, at a conversation that turns into, an argument. Things are said might not be true. Just blatted out. And that's just fuel, Libra. That's just, somebody could be very confrontational. Picking a fight, you know what I mean? Libra, what's going on? Because they're in a rotten mood, they're going to make everybody in a rotten mood. But not you, Leaves. Queen of Pentacles. This could be the person who's confrontational, but I really don't think it's that. I think that you take on these properties. Because, if you're on the cusp of Libra to Capricorn, to Virgo, maybe you have some earth in his chart. But see, she's calm, cool, and collected. She's with a coin. She's well scheduled. Everything has its proper place. She's a realist. She's not going to sell you 40 acres of swampland or the Brooklyn Bridge. So, Leaves, you need to keep that, I'm in the real. I'm not going to be distracted by somebody's hurtful words. I'm not going to be distracted by something that's not true. You can own that one. Look how calm and cool she is when everybody else is getting, riled. She's like, must have hit a nerve. She's patient too. So, Libra, if you're taking on these properties, let them squawk. Let them squawk. You're going to sit there and go, Are you done yelling? I'm leaving the room now. You let me know when you're done yelling. Staying grounded. Not letting them turn you into that confrontational person. Good for you, Leaves. Scorpio. What's going on, Scorps? You get the World card. Something wants to end. Something could be a finale, finishing up, just tying up loose ends. Scorpio, your energy you're putting out there, the energy coming towards you. Something's towards the end. Okay. What could it be? Funny. World card. And you have the ace. The ace of swords. This is the opportunity the universe gives you to either hear the truth, speak the truth, or know the truth. That's also about victory and success. So, Scorpio, if something's coming to an end, an old cycle, no matter what it is, this is, something ends because the truth is known and told. Could be communication, but this is victory and success, Scorpio. Whatever you're ending, whatever loose ends you're tying up, it's because you won. It's because you have a victory, because the universe is giving you this opportunity. Hear it, speak it, know it. No matter what it is, it's going to be over. A finale. The truth will be known before this chapter is done. Interesting. Good luck, Scorpio. Sagittarius. He's a Pisces. Jack's birthday is March 7th. He said birdfish. Fish bird. Saggy, what's going on here and now? What is the energy around Sagittarius? That's interesting. Wow. Okay. Sag, you might get yourself in a situation where you're like, you know what? I'm not investing in this one. I'm not going to contribute to it. After you give something a 100 and you look, you step back from it and be like, did I get out of that what I put into it? I mean, was I compensated? Would I do this again? Was it worth it? This came in the reverse. After something, putting a lot of effort into something, it could be anything. You look at it and be like, you know what? I didn't get out of it. Bad investment. But as you're thinking this and feeling this, you've got the 5 of Swords. Here's conflict. I kind of get the feeling someone's coming to my door. Maybe not. I kind of get the feeling that, once you turn around and say, look at, this is not for me. I gave it my best shot. Not for me. Don't want to be a part of it. The other half here aren't happy. They're going to be confrontational. You said you were committed. You said, you see this through. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to pull the plug now. Because it's not for me. It takes more out of me than it gives me. So, Sag, save up some of that energy. But when you don't invest in whatever this is, friendships, partnerships, business, they're going to be mad. But if it's not for you, boo, it's not for you. Rolling on. Capricorn, what's going on, Caps? In the here and now this week. Sun, moon, rising. Ooh. You get the 2 of Cups, Caps. Love might be in the air. This is having that special bond with somebody, that connection with them. Finish each other's sentences, know what the other one's thinking and feeling. Something you might have gotten closer in some sort of friendship, partnership, or it feels like, something's deeper. And the other person's going to feel this way too, that, something goes to a next level or deepening a bond. Capricorn. Wow. And with this, knowing somebody so well, the I get you card, this is going to bring a whole brand new whirlwind of opportunities. You get the Ace of Pentacles. Now, it could be money, but it's also the valuable things that money can't buy. Love, respect, loyalty, honesty. Those are all pentacles. And I think you're going to have all that here, Caps, this week. When you feel like, something's, deepened, that all these things that come with it, all these valuable things. Because not everybody gets to have this. This week, it's your turn. You have to fill me in there. Yes, Aquarius. What's shaking? Aquarius. This week. Well, Aquarius. Get the Hanged Man. Feeling stuck. Not going forward, not going backwards. But the Hanged Man sees something from a different point of view. That's what gets him unstuck. Crazy looking card. Who's that face on the bottom there? Well, when you're upside down, everything else looks different. Seeing it through somebody else's eyes or a different point of view, from looking at something from a different angle, getting you unstuck. And whether this is through somebody else's eyes or not here, Aquarius, you see that you're going to start or cut off communication. The Eight of Wands in the upright is reciprocated communication. You call, leave a message, they call you back. Texting, Skyping, doesn't matter. It's reciprocated. Either this is a one-sided conversation. You keep calling, but they just don't return your phone call, or vice versa. I feel like it's stopping communication. Once you realize something here, Aquarius, the communication has to stop. It has to stop if you want your Kwong, your Ten of Pentacles. Now, this is having the money to pay your bills with, the money to have fun with. This is a harmonious family life, like it's having it all. In order to have this in this piece, something's going to go. Communications with certain people have to stop because they're hindering you in some way, Aquarius. But you see it now. Once you got on the other side of the moon, so to speak, you're like, you know what? I never saw it that way, but it makes sense. And you got to do what you got to do to keep your harmony, your focus, your Kwong. So good luck there, Aquarius. Last but certainly not least, Pisces. Pisces, what's going on here and now for Pisces this week? Sun sign, moon sign, rising sun. Wow. Somebody just stopped putting effort into something. Pisces, you have the Eight of Coins, but in the reverse. So in the upright, this is, giving something a 100. You know what I mean? Total undivided attention. Could be learning a skill, a craft, a trade. Could be working on yourself to make you the best you can be, Pisces. But in the reverse, it's like somebody's not putting in that much effort. Not giving it the focus. Now, this could be a school. Maybe things have gotten stagnant, uninteresting. That's only an example. Pisces, but you're not putting that much effort into something because something's lost your interest or your drive or your enthusiasm. Pisces. Oh, and the reason for that could be, Pisces, because something won't change. You can't make it change. Death in reverse. Death is a transformation of a situation. Death takes away the things that don't serve you anymore. Old habits, an old way of thinking, an old way of doing things, an old diet, a regime that just, hey, it ran its course. It was great then, but it doesn't work now. Get rid of it. So death gets rid of it. But in the reverse, it's like something should have changed. Something needs to change, but it won't. It won't transform. It will stay the same. And this could be with perhaps a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. The Knight of Wands, good time Charlie card. They're in for a good time, not a long time. In and out, fading energy. Pisces, you might be, understanding that this person won't change. They've always been flighty. They always, like a boomerang, they eventually come back. And because of this cycle, I think that you've gone through, whether this is your kids, a partner, however it applies, you're like, you know what? It's going to come back like it always does. I'm just not going to put a lot of effort into it this time if it comes back around. Because you might have given something your 100 every single time. Give it all you got. And then it's gone. And the situation is the same. They're gone. See you on the next turn. You know what I mean? Something's getting old. Because this person won't change. And you want change, Pisces. So, yeah, I understand it. Not putting a lot of effort into it. Because you know what? It's the same old, same old. You already know the outcome. You've already lived the outcome 10 times over. The outcome doesn't change either. No matter what you do. No matter how much effort you put into something. So, you know what? Save your energy, Pisces. Because when the outcome is going to be the same, no matter if you're giving it your all or, just giving it slightly, I'd break that cycle. If the situation doesn't want to change, if this person doesn't want to change, something will change. Your effort. So that is what I have for you. Hold on, I'm live. I told you somebody was coming down here. So hope everybody has a great rest of your week. Hopefully I see everybody back here next Wednesday. Same bad time, same bad channel. And you guys have a good one. Take care.